Jack scrapes off the numbers on the check and scribbles over them with a ballpoint pen. He carefully cuts out a name from a newspaper and meticulously pastes it on. Just like that, a counterfeit check is born. But this forgery technique obviously won't fool the bank tellers. No matter how smooth-talking Jack is, they refuse to cash it for him. Even when he pretends to be sick and puts on a pitiful act, he can't even get $5. Walking down the street, he's suddenly illuminated by a beam of light. In front of him, a dazzling figure in a lavish pilot's uniform. The pilot is accompanied by beautiful flight attendants, and wherever he goes, kids clamor for his autograph. Jack suddenly recalls his father's words when he took him to business meetings. Jack understands that what he's missing is a pilot's uniform. But where can he get one? Clever as he is, he pretends to be a reporter interviewing a retired pilot. His flattery quickly pays off. The pilot holds nothing back, even gifting Jack his discarded work ID and telling him where to get a pilot's uniform made. Armed with this crucial information, Jack immediately heads to the uniform manufacturing company and has them make him a set of clothes. The total cost for the uniform is $164, exceeding Jack's expectations. He plans to pay with a fake check, but they tell him he just needs to provide his employee ID number. This fills Jack with glee. With the pilot's uniform, Jack turns heads as he walks down the street. As soon as he enters the bank, the branch manager personally comes to assist him. The counterfeit checks he made before are easily cashed. Not only that, he even impersonates a crew member and sits directly in the cockpit. Although it's his first time on a plane, he acts like a seasoned pro. However, when the plane takes off, it still makes his heart race. Arriving in a new city, the first thing he does is cash a fake check. He immediately spots that the girl is a newbie, so he decides to start with her. Not only does he successfully cash the check, but he also coaxes the secret of check coding out of her. To up his forgery game, he deliberately buys a discarded bank printer at an auction, but he produces too many fake checks, which catches the FBI's attention. The detective quickly tracks down Jack's address. He barges into the room alone and sees a pile of forgery tools, but there's no one inside. Just as the sound of running water comes from the bathroom, the detective immediately raises his gun and orders the person inside to come out. Jack, however, is very calm. He claims to be Bruce Wayne from the CIA, and that they've already arrested the culprit. This story doesn't convince the detective. He demands Jack to show his credentials. Jack naturally hands over his wallet, but before he even opens it, he calls out to the detective, telling him to look at his colleagues arresting the forger and putting him in the car. Finally, the detective believes his story. Jack seizes the opportunity, preparing to leave with the evidence. But just as he reaches the door, the detective stops him.